Listen up, partners. This is Good, Bad, Ugly on World Improv Network.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Alex.
My name is Asa.
And I am Kevin.
And we are your astute wind counselors to get you through the week with any problems that you might be facing or any daily grind issues that you're currently experiencing. We're going to get to our first winner, and our first winner hails from Brussels, Belgium. His name is Claude, and he writes, Dear Win, many are becoming increasingly worried here about the ongoing terrorist attacks in Europe and the Middle East. How are Americans in your city of Denver handling this current situation?
I see a lot more people riding their bicycles.
Oh. What is that telling you? I mean, specifically.
You know, I don't know. Maybe people are just trying to get their last bicycle kick in before the season, you know, before all the snow comes.
Or that's it, huh?
You know, I don't know. That's my best conclusion, though.
Well, Claude, here's what I think. I think in Denver right now, minus the initial shock of what happened a couple days ago, and people in Denver that I've come across since then haven't really done much but drink beer. And I think it's because Denver's probably the number one beer city in the United States. And therefore, that's the answer to any problem that you have, is just drink more beer. So you kind of drown it out. Matter of fact, we were watching, you guys were watching with me actually. It was Talking Points with Shabazz Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it was amazing because they had Chewy and Spock on there. And I never knew this, that they're both alcoholics.
Yeah, it's
sad. Yeah, it's pretty sad. But it really said something about how you address problems. You drown yourself in beer. And I think that's what people in Denver are doing, Claude.
Yeah, I mean, I what I've seen is just mass confusion by a lot of people because at this point everyone is obviously, understandably, very sympathetic for the city of Paris and the nation of France.
Absolutely.
But it wasn't so long ago that we renamed French fries Freedom Fries.
That's true.
And so a lot of people I've seen wandering through the streets with just a 1,000-yard stare, holding French fries or Freedom Fries, just staring at them, not knowing what they are anymore, because they care about France. They want to help, but they're still like, oh no, like, it's France. Like, are they not our friends? Are they our friends? And then they're like, wait, I don't care. And then they just eat the French fries.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's very traumatic.
That's what I've noticed a lot of.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any French fries?
God, I'm out. I had some right before we came to the studio. And maybe that was the reason why I'm out.
Yeah, I actually also have noticed people just naming other things French. I saw like people are just eating French burgers.
Right.
French ice cream.
French ice cream, which are famous for.
French waffles.
French bacon.
Yeah.
And French pizza, of course.
I think the answer that I've seen a lot of people is just renaming more foods French things in support of France.
Expect more French bread, because I heard that President Barack Obama bought 22 million loaves of baguettes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
He did.
wow.
Yeah, he did.
It's like, have you guys seen Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
It's a football movie.
Yep.
In it, Denzel Washington says, "What is pain?" French bread.
Yeah. When it's stale and it falls out of the sky at 35,000 feet because you're trying to drop it out of solidarity, right, to reign over the American people on New Year's Eve, that hurts.
Yeah,
French baguettes from 30,000 feet that are stale will hurt.
It's gotta hurt.
It's gotta hurt.
Nobody wants a stale baguette.
Nope. Well, Claude, that's what's going on over here. Well, let's go on to our next winner, and that's Trina from Aspen, Colorado. And she writes, Dear Win, skiing or snowboarding? What do you guys think?
Oh,
what do you guys think is better?
Snowboarding every freaking day of the week.
And why?
It's very personal to me because I grew up trying to ski, and there were just too many things going on. I got two separate feet attached to two separate ski blade type things. Too many directions that they could each go in.
Right.
I always looked like an idiot. I had given up almost completely by the time I was 13, 14 years old. And then when I was 19, I started snowboarding.
And you got it
this is great. It's fantastic. Plus, snowboarding's like having an iPhone, and skiing's like having a Windows phone.
Oh, that's a pretty interesting
I'm
analogy.
saying that right now.
Hey, that's a call out
Wow.
there. That's pretty
I'm saying
interesting.
it right now.
Shots fired. That's right,
Saying
Kevin.
it
Right over
now.
the bow. All right.
Yeah, you know snowboarders are cool because there are certain mountains
You
that
know
we're
what?
not even allowed to be on.
You're right. And I bet you there's probably not many snowboarders that do have Windows phones, but probably quite a few skiers that do.
Yeah,
so
I
that
bet
might,
you. I bet you they do.
Yeah. What do you think, Ace?
I say skiing. Now, I don't do either of these things, but I would say that skiing, I'd take skiing over snowboarding. because you get those sticks. Right?
Oh,
You've got something to fend off the bears or the cougars, the mountain
that
lions.
makes
if you're
total
into them.
sense. Yeah.
You got a snowboard. Well, first of all, you can't shuffle your feet very
Right.
well.
Right.
So if there's a bear there, you're bear food.
You're barefoot. And you know what? It's a good point too, because now you're mentioning food. And in skiing, to learn how to ski, it's pizza and fries, pizza and French fries. So you can always build up an appetite when you're skiing because of that reason.
Yeah.
So it's
May
good.
I real quick?
Yeah.
You mentioned the fact that you have poles as a skier, but as a snowboarder, you have your hands free, and you can carry up to 2 pistols with you at any point, which is actually much safer than ski poles.
Oh,
But
Unless you
then
shoot
can't-
yourself.
But then, well, fine. I don't know. Well, you know what? I guess I changed my answer. Snowboards, take it.
We can carry pistols.
well, I'm going to leave it up to those two guys to debate the rest of that one. I'm going to go personally say either or. It depends on who I'm going with. If I'm going with skiers, I'd ski. If I go snowboarders, I snowboard, because it sucks to do either with the other because of the limitations that each have for the different terrain, depending on what you're doing. So that's my answer. I won't say it's a sensible one. That's just my answer. I think these guys have got a very good answer on that too. So there you have it, Trina. All right, Doug from Provo, Turks and Caicos. He writes, Dear Win, nude yoga on the beach is becoming more and more popular here in the Caribbean. Have you guys ever tried it? And if so or if not, what are your thoughts?
I have not done it. I've done regular yoga, clothed yoga, and I'd be down to try it.
So you would like to do it nude on the beach?
I guess like if I had socks, can I have socks?
Yeah, he didn't specify how completely nude you have to be. So I would say, yeah, socks are cool.
Yeah, I would totally want to do it, especially with the beach, like the breeze,
Mm-hmm.
and it just catches your whole body.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, just every, just all
You can
over.
feel it all.
Yeah, you can feel it everywhere.
But what about if the
feel
beach?
it all
What if the beach is on the Bering Sea, up in Alaska between Russia? Because he didn't specify like Caribbean beach. He just said that's what's going on in Turks and Caicos. But what about if that's where you have to do the yoga naked in the middle of winter?
Then I would say, this isn't the yoga class I signed up for.
Right. Then you'd want a refund.
Demand one.
Yeah, I'd say, please, now.
Or lather yourself up with salmon oil or something. Maybe that can kind of insulate the heat, kind of like when polar bears eat so much salmon, they get fatter and fatter.
Well, yeah, I guess I would do that if I was in Alaska, because I'd probably be there to be snowboarding. And if you're snowboarding, you get to pack pistols.
That's right.
So I wouldn't be worried about the bears.
Yeah, good point.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Hep?
I don't know. I think I would totally do that. I would take it a step further and make it like naked Taibo or like naked like dance class or like naked stuff like that. I mean, why not do more activities naked?
That's a good point.
I mean, I think it's a freeing activity to be naked around other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great icebreaker. I
Right.
mean, you're immediately just like, well, I guess we can shake hands now since we've already seen each other naked.
Yeah,
Right.
It makes an impression.
Yeah, I actually think, take it a step further. I think you should have networking meetings where everyone is naked.
Right.
Whether you're in finance or you're in sports or comedy or any of these things, you should just go and meet your peers butt naked and be like, all right, hey, we see each other.
Right.
Let's make a deal. Let's sign some contract.
From that standpoint, you don't have to worry about pretentious stuff, like the kind of suit you have, the nice watch and all that stuff that you try to glamorize your appearance.
Yeah.
But from an athletic standpoint or, like yoga, it makes total sense because they're designing clothes just to make them flow better so they are more functional when you're doing those activities. But if you don't have those clothes on, you don't have to worry about
Well,
it.
basically, they're making clothes to simulate being naked.
Right. Absolutely. Because ultimately, everybody's born naked and everyone dies naked. So why do we have to waste our time with clothes in between?
Ah, man, you're telling me.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Next week when we come here, I think we should do the radio show naked. What do you think?
Yeah.
No? Our producer Kyle is saying no. Okay, fine, Kyle. Fine. All right.
What about socks?
Yeah, what about socks? That's
What
not
if-
completely naked. Can we just
what-
come in with some high socks, like
What if
Christmas socks?
Yeah, we only wear socks on.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair
All right,
enough.
all right,
Fair
cool.
enough.
Well, Kyle allowed. So that's what we're doing next week. Winners, we're going to go naked, do the radio show with nothing but Christmas socks on. Okay. I hope that helps, Doug. We got Ray from Brooklyn, New York, and he's a winner. And he says, Dear Win, after watching Ronda Rousey get destroyed by that badass Australian girl, Holly Holm, who would you rather fight, her or Floyd Mayweather? Oh. Wow, that's a.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at that, but I mean, I definitely, I neither is the answer. They would both beat the crap out of me, but But I mean, I definitely would have to say Ronda Rousey. I'd rather fight her than Floyd Mayweather. I mean, Ronda Rousey is a great fighter, right? I'm gonna get real here. Ronda Rousey is a great fighter. So is Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather also has like a history of violence outside of the ring.
He likes to beat women.
He likes to beat people
That's
up.
right. You know what?
Ronda Rousey does it as her job, and she's an aggressive person.
I'm cutting you off. You know why?
Yeah.
Because it depends on if they're clothed or naked.
Yeah. Well,
If it's naked, I'm fighting Ronda Rousey, not Floyd Mayweather. If it's clothes on, I'll fight Floyd Mayweather because Ronda Rousey can probably choke me out and break my arm with an arm bar. So there you go. And you know what? Think about this, because we have one more little piece of inspiration to get you through the rest of the week, known as Horoscope Corner.
Love, fortune, status. Let us do your astrological chart. Horoscope Corner on World Improv Network.
Hey, Capricorn, or should I say Capra wrong, as in you've been making some poor choices recently, but hey, you're not what you were or what you did. You are what you are now. And what you are right now is listening to World Improv Network. And we have all sorts of different channels for you to check us out. So check us out on Facebook, World Improv Network, Twitter, World Improv Net, YouTube, World Improv Network, iTunes Podcast, World Improv Network. Oh, did I mention that we're World Improv Network? Go check it out, Capricorn.
Thanks for listening to Win on Mile High Sports Radio. Don't forget to be a winner and interact with the cast by sending your suggestions or questions for each show segment throughout the week by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, on Twitter at World Improv Net, or by calling into the Mile High Sports Radio studio line on Sundays before or during the show. See you next week.